Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we're about to drop some incredible news, perhaps my biggest announcement ever in content creation history. It is about to go down today, so I hope you guys are excited for this. I've been teasing it on social media for a few weeks now, and this has been months in the making to lead to this announcement today. So all I ask for is just a few minutes of your time. I'll try to keep this video as concise and short as I possibly can to give you guys the amazing new news, get you guys hyped up, and explain everything I need to explain. So again, all I'm asking for is maybe 10 minutes of your time to check this out and then spread the word afterwards, because we are about to drop some serious news, and the secret is inside this box. The big announcement is that I am officially a co-owner of the Grading Authority. The Grading Authority is a card authentication company that allows you to submit your sports cards, your Pokemon cards, Magic cards, and everything in between to them to be authenticated and to be graded to ultimately find out just how good of the condition of your Pokemon cards and more are. For those who don't know, this often will increase the value of cards by a pretty exponential amount because hardcore collectors want to see that the cards are in perfect condition and have them preserved in these amazing slabs. And I'm going to show you guys the TGA or Grading Authority slabs here very soon, and I promise you are going to be blown away. We have changed the game, and I genuinely believe that the Grading Authority has the best displays, the best slabs of all time. The competition isn't even close in my opinion. We've got some very, very cool stuff. So let's not waste any time. Let's show you guys what the slabs look like, how this is going to impact the aDrive army and what it means for us moving forward. And then I'm going to show you guys a quick breakdown on how you can submit your cards to the Grading Authority ASAP to get your cards authenticated, graded, and much, much more. Let's break it down. So I think the best way to approach this is just to show you guys what the slabs look like. Then we're gonna jump into that box that I had because there's some amazing reveals there that I haven't even seen yet. So let's not waste any time. Let me show you guys, and you guys are about to be amazed because I will tell you that again, I genuinely believe that we have the best slabs that exist for Pokemon grading and beyond. It is about to be crazy. Prepare yourselves because I am gonna show you the slab right here. Look at that beauty. This is a Sent to Scorch VMAX that I submitted, and it actually got a 10, which was very nice. And you can see I actually chose the blue label from TGA to match the colors on Sent to Scorch's kind of offset from its shiny form. And you can see the back of the card label actually has this beautiful blue for the back that matches the back of the Pokemon cards, which is so clean. A few other cards I have, I got this Charizard that got a 9.5. This is an X and Y Evolutions Charizard. And again, you can see that beautiful matching back there. And then another one of my awesome cards is this Shining Genesect that I got. Now, let me explain to you guys why you would want to send your cards in for grading. Now, you can do a couple of different things. You can send your cards in to be graded like I did with these, and you can also send your cards in to simply be authenticated, which means that they won't receive a grade, but they'll be put in one of these amazing slabs, and you can choose the colors to match or offset whatever cards you have. So that is entirely up to you, and our pricing is amazing. Some of the other grading companies are charging $300 or more to get your cards back in any sort of decent time, and right now we are guaranteeing your cards in 30 business days for only $20 per card, $10 per card to just do authentication if you don't want the grades, and we have bulk pricing as well and express options. So you guys need to head over to thegradingauthority.com and check out all of our pricing. And I will tell you guys, the way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be actually limiting the amount of submissions per week as we continue to grow the company, so that way if when you submit your cards, you know you're gonna get them back on those guaranteed turnaround times. This is a game changer. So while I'm talking a little bit more, this is the pack that you're gonna be actually getting your graded cards in, and you can kind of replicate that experience of getting Pokemon cards when you first opened those cards when you pulled it the first time, right? And you can send modern cards, you can send vintage cards, you can do all sorts of stuff. I haven't seen these grades yet, so I'm very excited here to see what we've got. I'm gonna see if I can cover the label. Let's see, I think it would be over here. So here's my Charizard V right here. This is the Charizard V Shiny, which by the way, I'm gonna be giving away pretty much all the cards I show right now on Twitter over the next few days. So make sure you check the description, make sure you're following me and the Grading Authority on Twitter so I can show you that. Let's see what this came back as. I feel this should be good. It's a 9.5. All right, that's not too shabby. And you can see I chose the red label here to sit with the red there. So as I'm going through these, oh, there's a Phoebe right there. That's a good one. I'm gonna be giving you guys a little idea of how this is gonna impact our channel. So what this is gonna mean for us is that I'm gonna be doing another 9.5. I'm gonna be doing, guess that grade videos. Oh, here was a muck. I want to stop here because this is an old fossil muck that was very beat up. You can see the edge. This thing was absolutely destroyed on the back. It's probably like a 3. Let's see. It's a 3.5. So I sent this in because I wanted to see how low of a grade it would get. But we're gonna be doing openings on the channel where I can open a set of cards and in the same video, guess the grade of the card, send it off, and then film the second half of the video all within a week time period, and then have the graded cards in the same video. That is gonna be something that no one else is doing. It's gonna be amazing. And we're also gonna be integrating TGA into our vintage break events. So from now on, anyone who joins an aDrive vintage break event is also going to be able to get a graded card with their pack. So let's say you're in my base set break at the end of the month and you pull a Charizard. When I send you your cards, you're gonna be able to get that Charizard graded as well with the regular cards. So it is gonna be amazing stuff. We're gonna be changing the game here. Here's a beautiful Eevee from Hidden Fates, a nice 9.5. I feel like I hit all the 9.5s on this one. We're doing pretty big things here. This Mewtwo is also a 9.5, and you can see we're gonna get an 8.5 on this reverse holo Charizard coming in from the Grading Authority. And actually, they actually sent me a beautiful little handwritten note that says, Mewtwo is my #1 choice in this sub. Shining is my favorite set, nice cards. And Chad was actually our grader, which is really cool. So thank you for that. That's really cool. So you might be asking yourself, why should you submit your cards to TGA or the Grading Authority? And it really comes down to 4 things. 1, our price is amazing right now. And that is gonna be something that we keep the same. We're gonna keep those prices standard as we grow this business and as we take in more cards. We're gonna be keeping those prices very fair, which some of the other companies have not been doing. They've been taking advantage of people over this grading situation and charging an enormous amount of money to get your cards graded. Quality. Look at these oh, there's a 10 on that Butterfree, beautiful. These slabs are beautiful, and again, you can pick the color. I'm showing off a handful of different colors in this video. I chose purple for this Butterfree to match the color of the Butterfree. But you're gonna be able to choose the color to match your card, and it looks so good. It's the future of grading right here, and you guys can be some of the first people to send your cards in to the Grading Authority. Authenticity. They use a very strict set of requirements and grading tools to be able to ensure that the grades that they hand out are consistent and that they hold up the integrity of the card and of, you know, the kind of nature of the card and how pristine it actually is or how good of condition it actually is. So when you get a 10, you know you got a 10 and you know that it's actually going to have been authenticated by a real person using the highest technology, magnifying glasses and lights and everything to ensure the best turnaround and absolute best grades that are legitimate. And that's really what you're looking for, right? Because a 10 doesn't mean anything if they're just giving out 10s to everything, right? See what this Pikachu. A 9.5 again, dude. I hit a lot of 9.5s on this, and I'm gonna be giving these away, guys. So keep an eye out. We're gonna be giving those away. And I mentioned authenticity, I mentioned quality, I mentioned price, and again, aesthetics. I think that these slabs are the best in the game, and I'm not exaggerating. I asked a bunch of my friends, a bunch of people who are into vintage cards, and everyone loves these slabs. They are amazing. This is my last little batch here. I've got this Umbreon. It's a 9.5 again. And a 10 on this Poipole. Very nice. I hit a couple really good. My grades were really good. All my cards are pretty pack fresh, so I was able to get some really good submissions there. But look how beautiful this Umbreon looks with that blue label. You cannot tell me that you don't have cards that you want to look that dang good. I just took it out of the packaging there, and you can see we have kind of a clouded case here, so that way it really makes the card in the center pop. It'll protect this card forever. It'll have a grade, so we know this is a 9.5, so just missed on being a 10, probably because the centering was bad, right? But there's guidelines for that all on the website that are gonna explain that. And then again, on the back, you have the beautiful blue that matches the back of the Pokemon cards. The Grading Authority really thought of everything. So as I mentioned, there are very limited slots available, and we're going to be taking new submissions every single week. Once we fill up the queue each week, we're going to close the submissions down until the following week, and that is going to allow us to guarantee our turnaround times. So when you submit your cards, you know you're going to get them back as promised within 30 days, or if you do express within 10 business days, you're going to get those cards turned around fast, and you're going to have your cards protected for good. And one of the coolest things, as I mentioned, is that you can have your cards sent in for authentication. So if you actually don't want to grade because you have a beat up card like that muck I showed earlier, you'll be able to send in a card like you have, you know, your old childhood Gyarados that you grew up with, and it's all beat up because you played with it hardcore, but you just want to kind of commemorate that moment by authenticating it. We have that option as well for a little bit less money too. So now I want to give you guys a quick rundown on how you can submit your cards. It's actually super duper simple. So all you have to do is decide which cards you want to submit. You can choose some of your favorites, some new cards, a new set drops, you want to get it graded ASAP, whatever works, whatever makes sense for you. You choose the cards that you want to submit, and then you just want to protect them in some way. I choose to use penny sleeves, which is what these guys are here. I've got these penny sleeves, and then I put them in what's called a semi-rigid card saver, and you just slide that in, and then the card is actually protected that way for shipping. And the reason why we use these semi-rigids is because they're easier for the grader to actually access the card, right? Because they're not going to damage the card pulling it out. But I will say the grading authority will accept your cards whether they are in a penny sleeve, whether they are in a hard case, whether they're in just a regular old, you know, ETB sleeve. You can do whatever you want, but the main goal is to protect your cards. Once you've decided all the cards you want to package up, like I said, you're going to want to put them together. Generally, I like to put cardboard around them and then surround them with bubble wrap for the packaging process. I just think that that's the best way to kind of keep them safe. But ultimately, you just want to get them in a box, get them nice and safe so they don't get damaged in transport, and TGA can take care of the rest when they go to authenticate it. When you're on the Grading Authority website, you can click the top button that says Submit Your Cards, and you can choose the service you want. If you just want to get your Authentication Protect service, you pick that. If you want the standard service with bulk cards or regular, you pick that, and then you can also use the rapid service. You click Buy Now, you select the cards and how many you're going to be submitting, and you pop that in. Then you're going to pick your insurance value. It's only $1 to insure 100 value of cards. So pick whatever you think is the card is worth as a raw card, basically, right? So generally, a lot of raw cards aren't going to be worth a ton. For example, that Centiscorch that I showed earlier in the video, it's about an $8 card, but as a 10 graded, it's actually worth about $100. So when you get your cards graded, they can be worth a lot more money to the right collector, and that adds a lot of value in terms of reselling for sure. So you go through the process on the website, you select how many cards you're going to submit and the type of service you want. You'll see that there's shipping prices located there, and you can pop your address in to determine that. And then again, we have bulk discounts as well if you're submitting over 20 cards. You proceed to checkout, you go through the whole process there, purchase those those cards, fill out your information, and then you're going to want to print out that invoice. Once you've done all that, you can actually download the Pokemon submission form, which is a super easy use form where you just pop in your name, your phone, your email, your address. You're going to put all the cards that you're going to submit in terms of how many of each one, what year it came out, the set that it's from, the name of the card, the number on the card, and then the type of card it is. You'll also choose your label on this screen. So for example, I wanted a gold label for my Pikachu VMAX. So I've got this beautiful gold label for Pikachu VMAX. I chose to go with a gold label for this Poipole here as well. I've got a pink label for Mew to match the Mew. I could have went with purple, but you could choose whatever label color you want, which I think is one of the best parts of this, is you get to choose how you want your card to look in this incredible slab. You fill out that form and you print that out, and with that form, your cards and the invoice, you put them all in your package, you simply ship it off to TGA, and you'll get your cards back nice and quick. As I mentioned, the Grading Authority is changing the game and how we grade our Pokemon cards at super fair prices, super fast turnaround times, and much, much more. But as I said, we are going to be growing rapidly, so right now we're taking limited submissions every single week. You can follow me on Twitter and TGA on Twitter, so that way you guys are up to date on when those submissions open. My advice is get to this ASAP, because I have a feeling that we are going to fill up these submissions very, very quickly once people see how amazing these slabs really are. And as I mentioned, I'm a co-owner of this business, so you know it's going to be around for a long time. I'm working with the team actively to ensure great customer service and that you guys are happy with these amazing slabs and everything we're doing. We are legitimately changing the game for Pokemon TCG and much, much more. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, sports cards, you name it, we can grade it at the Grading Authority. So now is the time for you to dig through your binders, get excited, find out the best cards you guys have, and send them off to TGA to get graded to be some of the first people to ever get our TGA graded slabs. Right now, this has been months in the works, and I'm so excited for this, guys. Thank you so much feel free to give me your thoughts in the comments section below. And again, make sure you guys check out our Twitter because I'm going to be doing a ton of giveaways. I'm actually giving away most of these slabs in front of us here, and I'm going to be doing a ton of giveaways for TGA slabs over the coming weeks, months, and years because, again, I'm a co-owner of this business. This is huge. We're changing the game, guys. I cannot emphasize it enough. Head over to thegradingauthority.com right now and submit your cards today to get them authenticated and get these amazing, amazing pieces of treasure preserved for the rest of your life. To hand down, to sell, whatever makes you happy, the Grading Authority's got you covered. As I mentioned, this was an incredible announcement for us, and this has been in the works for months to make this happen. I'm so stoked, I'm so proud, and we have an amazing team that we are building at the Grading Authority to handle your amazing Pokemon cards, both modern, vintage, and much, much more. Thank you to everyone who checks us out, shows the love, and spreads the word. This is going to be a community effort, guys. I need your help to spread the word about the Grading Authority and make these the most popular Pokemon slabs and more in the world. I genuinely believe we have the best slabs. I honestly do. I'm not even kidding. And I'm so thankful to be teamed up, part owner, co-owner with these homies. It is going to be amazing stuff, guys. Seriously, I'm so excited about this. I want to thank you guys for your time today. If you have any questions, we're going to be answering questions in the comments. If you have any thoughts, feel free to tweet at us. And again, keep an eye out for those giveaways because those are going to be amazing. Submit your cards ASAP. When the queue closes up, just wait till the following week. I will get you covered. And again, thank you guys for helping me get to this next chapter of the aDrive army. We're going to be doing vintage breaks with TGA. We're going to be doing all sorts of amazing stuff. I mean, we're going to be opening cards in the first half of the video, guessing the grade, and then the second half of the video is going to have the graded card in it. In the same video, it's going to be amazing. This is going to be something that no one's doing. It's going to be amazing stuff. I love you guys. Thank you so much one more time. The Grading Authority's changing the game. Go to thegradingauthority.com. I'll see you guys there. Make your Pokemon cards look awesome. Let's do it.